Here are 20 of the most incredible things that have ever been added to this game over all updates. Without these things, no one would play this game. Let's start with an absolute banger. In the last video, I said the auto petter is hot garbage. However, this is only true if you have tons of them like I do. Otherwise, the auto petter is easily one of the greatest inventions that Mr. Concerned Ape has ever created. This thing will literally pet your animals for you. And the best part, you can still pet your animals on your own for bonus friendship. Yeah, finding these is really tough. However, if you eat some magic rock candy, drink some ginger ale, and get that extra luck buff from the chef during the desert festival, just wow. Combining that with staircases and you can easily find 10 auto petters in a single day. It is a huge investment of resources. However, if you do not have any auto petters, then this is beyond worth it. Go get your auto petter, my little kitten. You start the game with just a ridiculously low amount of energy. It is inhumane. You can barely water your field of crops without running out of energy. Fortunately, the game gives us a nice little solution to this little issue. Goals that we all thrive to achieve to get the tremendous reward that is a star drop. You can easily get 3 of these in your first year, and each of them will increase your energy by a good chunk. Yeah, some of these are much harder to get. However, regardless of how easy or difficult they are, each and every star drop is just pure absolute joy. Having low energy gives us the incredible dopamine hit whenever we find a star drop that increases it. Added in the latest 1.6 update, Mystic Syrup. I know you will only unlock the ability to craft Mystic Seeds in the late game. However, Mystic Syrup is just so insane you will love having it. Firstly, Mystic Syrup sells for 1,500 gold. With heavy tappers, you will get some Mystic Syrup every 3 days. Mystic Seeds are easy to craft, and if you have been saving all of your seeds from day 1, it's easy to craft up tons of these. And these Mystic Trees alone will make you a millionaire with hardly any effort. Secondly, Mystic Syrup heals you an absolute ton. It also gives back tons of energy. I am biased, I just love Mystic Syrup. You have most likely seen me brag about them in other videos. I don't care, I love the stuff. This is also a semi-late game feature. However, it's ridiculous I just had to include it in this video. The agriculturist profession will make crops grow 10% faster. That alone is already really good on those annoying crops that take forever to grow. Now combine that with the glorious hyperspeed grow that makes all crops grow 33% faster. Combined, that is 43% faster. Use this on ancient fruit, starfruit, or sweet gem berries to just increase your profits by a ridiculous amount. This combination will almost double your yield of crops. Just do not forget to head to the sewer and change your farming profession back to the artisan profession to maximize on profits. A crazy combo that you absolutely need to abuse in your playthrough. Speaking of ancient fruit, what would Stardew Valley be without the glorious ancient fruit? A crop that takes an entire season to grow. However, it grows over 3 entire seasons. This is pretty much an evergreen crop that you can use to get rich, especially if you grow these in your greenhouse or on your Ginger Island farm. It'll grow forever, regrows every 7 days, and once you turn it into wine, will sell for a ton. Ancient fruit is crazy. It's lovely. We all love ancient fruit. Like this video for ancient fruit's sake. Not sure if you will agree with me, but I am just addicted to the Deconstructor. This incredible little machine will literally allow you to get resources that you could not get with gold. Fiber starters into fiber, staircases into 99 stone. You can use various fishing tackle and deconstruct them for hardwood, gold, and silver bars. This sounds crazy, but you can even buy hoppers with key gems and deconstruct those for radioactive bars, which sell for 4,500 gold each. The Deconstructor is really cool. I like it, mostly for tons of stone. Regardless, I need the Deconstructor in my life. On floor 10 of the Volcano, you will find the forge. The entire forge and everything that this thing allows is incredible. It's one of the best features that exists in this game. It allows us to have custom unique builds and adds tons of unique customization. The forge allows us to become true warriors, and most importantly, it allows us to be creative with our builds. Before the forge, you just got the best weapon and a couple Iridium bands, and that was it. The forge allows us to kind of min-max combat, which is great. The forge enables something that I love to death so much I just had to include it in its own section. All of the infinity weapons, the infinity blade, the infinity gavel, and you know what? Even the silly little infinity dagger. The galaxy weapons were great. These new infinity weapons just take it to a whole new level. Concerned Ape answered all of our prayers. He did it. The people spoke and he listened. We can now all harvest crops with a scythe without mods. The new and improved Iridium scythe. Yeah, it takes a while to unlock this incredible tool. However, it is worth the wait. Being able to harvest crops with a scythe makes the end game just so much more pleasurable. This does make picking between the farming and foraging mastery really tough. I will still go with Mystic Syrup though. Staircases cost 99 stone to craft. Staircases let you skip an entire floor. However, their crafting cost was always so high that it just seemed unobtainable. Until we all discovered the magic trick of duplicating jades with a crystallarium and trading those in for staircases at the desert trader. This single little feature has allowed me the ability to get to floor 1000 in the skull cavern. It's insane. If you are not taking full advantage of jades and the desert trader, you're losing out. You're just losing out. I know. I get it. The slingshot is harder to use on console and on mobile. I haven't tried myself, but I believe you. Regardless, the slingshot loaded up with explosive ammo is just mesmerizing. No more do you have to hit an Iridium node 4 times to harvest that sweet, juicy ore. The slingshot has got your back with a single shot. You can't deny it. After watching some skilled slingshot gameplay, you can't help but admit that the slingshot goes hard. Explosive ammo is expensive to buy and craft. It doesn't matter. It's worth it. Magic rock candy. The elusive most expensive cooked meal in the entire game that you cannot even cook. This stuff is rare. However, there are quite a few ways to get the stuff now with this latest update. Why is it so elusive? It gives you speed, luck, defense, and attack. Gosh darn it, how many more buffs do you need? And of course, we can combine those insane buffs with more buffs from beverages and the chef at the desert festival. Magic rock candy is just a dream worth making real. This latest update has given us something that makes fishing viable for not just the early game. You know what I am talking about, the legendary fish smoker. You know that an Iridium quality legend will sell for 42,000 gold. Okay, well, who the heck actually drops legendary fish into the smoker and sells them? Fortunately, you do not need to, since Iridium quality smoked lava eels will seriously make you rich. This is not a game. This is indeed a get-rich-quick scheme, and it works. All thanks to the fish smoker that will allow you to stack the artisan profession with the angler profession, increasing the sell price twice. I need not say anything more. Workbenches were already pretty cool. They allowed us to stack 7 chests around a little bench. When crafting using the bench, you could grab items from any of the chests. It is a convenience beyond any other form of convenience. This entire combo was just upgraded with big chests. Now you truly can have 7 chests with every resource you own, and you don't even need to organize them or know what's in which chest. Enjoy the new updated workbench. Honey is great. Well, to be truthful, most honey in this game is just definitely not worth your time. All except one variation of honey, fairy rose honey, the magical honey that almost sells for 1000 gold each. Bee houses will give you honey every 4 days, so a simple setup like this will make you rich. A crazy setup like this on Ginger Island will make you so rich you will be able to waste money on those horrible statues of endless fortune. And since it's Ginger Island, they will produce fairy rose honey year round. Getting perfection isn't that hard, except for cooking every recipe in this gosh darn game. It is so tedious to get all of the recipes. Yeah, I skip the cooking channel all the time and it has set me back a ton. However, the brand new Queen of Sauce book has come to save the day. This simple little book will teach you every recipe from the cooking show in an instant and for only 50,000 gold. This does indeed make perfection considerably easier. Iridium rabbit's feet is just insane. This stuff is loved by every villager except for Penny, which is fine since apparently no one likes her anyway. You know that Iridium gifts give more friendship by 50%. With the help of an Iridium rabbit's feet, we have an easy way to farm for a loved Iridium quality gift. What more could we ask for? Without this, I would have basically no friends. Legendary fish are hard to catch. I've been playing this game since the multiplayer update and they are still incredibly difficult. The truth of the matter is that I always use Seafoam pudding for those treacherous legendary fish. It makes your bar so much larger. It makes things ever so slightly easier. Seafoam pudding is a legendary fish's worst nightmare. This is going to be the most random item on the list, but just hear me out. I love the new mannequins. I know that I always wear the same outfit in all of my videos, but that's just for continuity. Regardless, mannequins allow you to rapidly change your outfit of the day. Check the sets I have set up, perfect for every scenario. Buy them from Sandy at the Desert Oasis. Okay, you know this is true. Mayor Lewis's shorts is the single best thing in this entire game. It really keeps the community together. There are just so many things you can do with the mayor's underwear, it's wild. My favorite use is either dropping them into a fish tank or using them as a fishing bobber. Those kind of have this permanent feel that I like. That was 20 of the best game-breaking things in Stardew Valley that I just absolutely cannot live without. And this video unfortunately has 20 of the most useless things that are holding you back in your playthrough. Thanks for watching, but for now, I will see you in the next video.